Hi, my name is Superinhuman, and I really liked Igor. Igor came out last night, and it came out right after work, so I went into bed, I just turned on the album, and I listened to it start to finish. And before I knew the album was out, I considered or knew that Igor was a character. I didn't know the album was going to be about Igor. It was definitely a surprise to see a flowing album. It's not surprising to see an album has flow, but when an album tells a story or he wants to convey this character or these characters of a guy girl, I mean she's pretty nameless so it doesn't matter, but it's all about Igor. Each song is about Igor, and I love that idea. It makes every song flow, and even they flow into each other. Like there are times where you think the song is stopped or it's still going and it's the next song. I just it's very good, and it seems like it's Tyler. Like it's always Tyler. He always puts out experimental things or changes up things. It's always good. He never whenever Goblin, Yonkers, Bastard were out, he kind of put out a lot. He put out a lot of songs that were different, but they had the edge, the difference. But soon after, I think his production has definitely stepped up since Cherry Bomb, which felt like him expanding his production, and then it felt like he expanded his writing in Flower Boy. And Igor is a good mix of Tyler's style that has been created from Flower Boy, Cherry Bomb, and I don't feel a lot of the old Tyler. I feel like Wolf was the end. I feel like Wolf was the end of the certain song type, the lyricism of like he kept the deep lyrics. He kept those. He kept everything. But I feel like he wasn't trying to be like edgy Tyler. I feel like now he's trying to be more a lyricist. Bleh. So in the album, song one, Igor's theme is really good. It's a good track. You figure out like Igor. It's Igor. You look at the title. It's Igor, and the song has good production. Every song has good production. I could say it for every 12 songs. I think the only song that is a song is samples, and I think the samples are very in cut. They're very in place. I like them before almost every song. I think they don't appear till after everything you run away from, you wind up chasing with the sample. And post that, it felt like, oh, it's just a guy and he's talking, and I wonder if that's supposed to be Igor, or because it doesn't feel like how it used to do, where it's like, oh, I'm Goblin or I'm Wolf. It feels like Igor is not a persona how I used to put that on, but it feels like he's telling a story of this person Igor. It's not in his head like it used to be. It is just Igor, and it seems like he portrays him as kind of slow, ugly, easy to fall in love, maybe not that smart. And in the album, it seems like I don't really understand the story, because sometimes the lyrics can go a little over my head, under my head, and I'm just like, what's going on? But you can tell it's love, then not. And even on the last song, he's like, I don't want to end the episode. I don't want to end this with a bad episode. And I'm just like, motherfucker, you did it. You fucking said it. Like he treats it as an episode. Like he treats it as like each song has an emotion. Like by the time he gets to I don't love you anymore, it seems like it's kind of like a breakthrough, because the song before that, he's like, oh, you've come to me, you've realized. And it just seems like Igor is going through a self-discovery of a bad relationship, and that's all it is. It's not like she's the worst. it's not like he's the best. It's just Igor. And it's not even cartoonish. It's almost like it's a really simple plot, and I want more of that in an album. Like I kind of wish there were more character albums, because it's almost like you want. I feel like K through 12, kind of delving off here. Melanie Martinez, that would be kind of interesting if K through 12 almost had to deal with that too. Was like her character kind of aging up, but that's for another time. I think Igor is just good. I mean, I recommend it. I recommend listening to all of it. I feel like almost telling you it's a story spoils the concept. But by the last song, I mean, by the third song, you should know Igor. It's Igor. It's about Igor. And I like Igor, but do I want Igor 2? Kind of, actually. I would like to see. I would like to see Igor develop in like music videos, and I would like to see Igor kind of stay around. I would almost like to see the whole cast of like Goblin, Wolf and all that. I would love to see something like that, like a show, like just a show, like just something stupid, like not a show, but like a music video, where his characters kind of come together, and that'd be real interesting, cause so going into the songs, I've kind of not really, because I'm not good at remembering, A through Z. Usually I write them down, but I feel like going song individually kind of takes away, and I kind of just like to talk about my feelings on the album and each song, because they're good. Like what am I gonna tell you? They're good. I'm not music savvy. I just like music, and whenever it comes to saying like, oh well, this is this type of beat, this is I don't fucking know, but it just goes hard. Just a good cut. So if I am to go into the songs I like the most, I do like Igor's theme. I do like, I don't know, Magic Wand and Boy is a Gun. I feel like they didn't stick to me individually, but together in the album. Like I feel like if they were songs that weren't, they're good, but it felt like it took some time to grow on me. Gone Gone. That's always my favorite. Is, like I said, the double songs. I think I said that. The songs where he does like multiple like concepts are really good, and those always turn out to be my favorite. I don't know why. Like they just always have this individualism while being like not full concept songs, but I did like, by the end of the album, I think I liked those more because they had a deeper, bassier, like angrier, but then, Gone Gone is like a weird acoustic track, and it's also weird to say Tyler uses a lot of like, not auto-tune, but he like mods his voice to sound higher, and that's kind of why I figured out Igor was a character, because it felt like he never really wanted to come off as this being a Tyler album. Like, it's like, oh, you hear it and it's Tyler. Like, half the time you don't even hear him. Like, you hear Igor. And, I don't know, it's just weird to see his characters, because he's just good at characters, he's good at creating characters, and I feel like this album has kind of been leading up to it from, the whole characters in the head. I feel like he's created individuals, and I feel like if he went on stage and was like, I'm Igor, I'd be like, damn, Igor's about the, like, I would like to see that live of him portraying Igor, and, it'd be a good stage show. And this album, I played it about 4 times last night, and I just go through the album, and I don't really pick individuals, that's why it's hard to say, but I really, 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 really recommend it, and I hope that anybody who sees this kind of gives me a comment on the concept, and just like, Tyler is good, and I'm always excited for his albums, and I really hope to see what's next, but I almost don't know what I want. Do I want Igor 2, or do I want another character? And I really, really hope it goes that way. But thank you for watching. I don't know, I had to get this out. I always love talking about music, and, I hope you guys like hearing about music, but have a good day.